Hey everybody, Kyrix here, and we're doing something a little fun today. We're going to do some Death Road to Canada. Now originally, this had been planned for a stream. You know, this is going to be a stream between me and my friend. We were going to do what we usually do. Because today is February 14th, also known as Valentine's Day. And anyone familiar with Death Road to Canada knows that on special days like Valentine's Day, you get special characters. We, sorry, just woke up. We did a stream like this on, Christmas to get Santa. Well, the problem is, I now have a job, which means that today I actually have to work. So, I either have to do this early fucking morning or early fucking night, and neither is really a good time for my friends. So, I'm gonna be doing this solo as a normal recording rather than a stream. But here's the fun part. This is also my 6th year anniversary as a Let's Player. Basically marking off the moment that this channel aired its first Let's Play. And we're gonna new game. I'm gonna choose this slot. Doesn't really matter. Same thing they always do. Hit the road. Hi, Cupid. Just a little curious here. That one's actually true. I do not hold eye contact. Something in my mentality makes it extremely uncomfortable for me to look directly at people. And of course, since both me and Veli both work at Walmart, we gotta go to Walmart. It's just kind of a thing. I'm just curious here. See if I can remember how this works. Okay, yeah, I got this. Now, as someone who works in the back of Walmart, I can tell you this is nowhere near an accurate description of just how much shit is back there. I'm going to tell you right now, if you have no idea, the back of a Walmart is effectively a fucking warehouse. Now, from what I understand, there are also warehouses for Walmart for distribution and shit. But you don't really need them because Walmart itself is a fucking warehouse. I mean, it is piled to the fucking ceiling. I mean, I'll tell you right now, if this game were in any way accurate to what's in a Walmart, this would be all the supplies we need. Period. Because, my job at Walmart is I work in the back. I offload the shit that comes off the truck. And then I stock. Well, I spend a lot of time in the back of the grocery section. And search for ammo. Yep. And the grocery section, I cannot even explain to you how high shit is piled with food. I mean, there are more boxes of Frosted Flakes than you want to think about. We'll go to the bookstore. And there's so much overstock. Like, I once remarked, and this is totally fucking true, there are so many fucking big screen plasma TVs and shit back there that just sit on the shelf. And I don't mean the shelves in the electronics section. I mean the shelves in back that no customer ever fucking sees. There are so many in there that they could just decide every single employee of Walmart gets one and not even come close to running out of them. You know? And I'm talking big-ass ones, the kind you could stuff a human body in the box for. You know? So yeah, it's another year of doing my thing. Gotta say, while I don't like the time I've lost, the money is really good. And I can't tell you what it's like to finally have money. I actually, in the latest This Week in Kyrix, basically went off on a small mini rant about, unless you've been this poor, you don't realize what it's like to make an impulse buy after being broke all the time. Because it's a hell of a thing. Just to realize, because this morning as I was waking up, I was thinking about, like, Attack Wing and shit, and realizing, oh my god, if I really wanted to, I could own every figure I wanted after just a couple months. Because all the money that I used to have to conserve, or, you know, die, I don't have to anymore. I could just have things. I'm allowed to have things. Well, I was really hoping to find a book that we could just do book things with, but okay. Yeah, just so that I can think straight, I've got the volume set stupidly low, so I can't really hear the music at all. Come to think of it, you probably can't either, because I think I turned the music down really low. Yeah, I just realized something really silly yesterday. I'm soon going to have my own PS4. And I just, out of nowhere, told my friend, oh my god, you won't believe what I just realized. When I get my own PS4, I can play the PS4 and be warm. Because if you go back to the old This Week in Kyrix episodes where I was doing 7 Days to Die, and I was playing the PS4 out in the other room, you'll remember that I spent 80% of that time bitching about how cold it was. Oh, we gotta jump it. Well, no, not when you jump them. No, we're good on food. Gas is one of those resources that you think you have a lot of until you need it. Then you realize how little you actually have. We'll wait on the charm thing. Don't need a shotgun. Too early in the game for that shit. And to think the game wanted me to spend money on a fucking shotgun. There's a rifle right here. God, I can't tell you how fucking cold I am. For whatever reason, we just suddenly got a big cold snap, which is gonna suck dick for me, because I gotta ride my bike home through this shit. So yeah, now we got a free gun. That was nice. Okay, we're doing one of these. Oh god, fucking siege. When did we get a pistol? Oh, I think it's the morale. Basically, from what I understand, when your morale dips, you run into sieges, which are exactly as good as you think. Alright. Let's grab... Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's grab all of this shit forever. Wow, this is a pretty damn good siege. We got better shit just in this siege than I've gotten in some levels. It's log, log, log. It's log, log. Big, it's heavy, it's wood. We're gonna go. Look at that shit. Granted, the ammo's inaccurate because most of that was just what we had left over. No, we're gonna go with morale and a random skill game. Oh, that's right. I need to start spending some Zombo points. Oh, he's got to wrestle the moose. I mean, he's a fucking wrestler. He's got to wrestle the moose. So much I can think of. Where wrestling is real. Fuck it, I'll fix it. Oh, nice. Okay, good mechanical. We're gonna do a thing real quick. Not this. Or not, never mind. No, we don't need McKinley. We've got us and we've got Cupid. Let's go to the concrete bunker. Fucking snub nose, really? Yeah, we're not keeping that for long. What happened to my... God damn it, hold on. Give me back my fucking hatchet. I don't think I've ever seen this map, the concrete bunker. Ah, there it is. About to say, to be fair, I still haven't seen it. Ooh, good supplies so far. I should really make Frank for this game. For those who don't know, and really there's no reason you should know, I haven't even thought about Frank in years, but we had, way back when I was first getting back into HeroClix, we had a GURPS RPG that we were going to get into that was originally billed as like a zombie apocalypse, but it became a lot more magic-based, etc. And each of our characters had something supernatural about them. It wasn't intended that way, really, but we all ended up that way. And I decided, because, you know, this is taking place at a comic store, so it had a bunch of books, that I would build a character based on the Zombie Survival Guide. And what I ended up with was this paranoid, something of an asshole, who was crazy, and I said flat out, this guy's crazy, he just happened to be right, who basically spent all his time preparing for a zombie apocalypse that just happened to happen. You know. And this guy became Frank, and Frank was so overpowered that I was actually asked to leave the campaign because I unbalanced the game. Basically, no matter what we ran into, Frank could kill it, and if Frank couldn't kill it, nobody could. So we ran into the interesting problem for the DM is, do we, do I just make something that Frank can kill, or that Frank can't kill, and endanger the whole group? Or do I just make something that would be a challenge for everyone else, that Frank can just one-shot whenever he goddamn feels like it? There we go. But the reason for this was, in GURPS, if you've never played, after every session you get XP. And unlike in normal RPGs, like in D&D, when you get XP, it just collects towards a level. Well, in GURPS, XP are skill points, basically. You can apply them whenever you goddamn please. And I didn't realize for the longest time that I was the only one applying my XP. After every session, I would up shit. And basically what happened was, you'll have like, oh, I have a firearm skill, right? And you'll have a, let's call it specific and generic, like saying, oh, this is my pistol skill. I have a pistol skill of, say, 18, right? And that means that with pistols, I roll, what is it, 2d6, 3d6? Yeah, I want to say I roll like 3d6 or something like that. And anything under that skill is a hit, with the exception of 17 and 18, which are always a critical miss. You know? So if my pistol skill is an 18, then we'll do this just for the shits and giggles of it. Here, let me actually pause this. But basically what happens is, if my pistol skill is 18, then yeah, when I'm firing a pistol, anything under an 18 is going to hit, except for the things that are auto misses. But if I pull out a shotgun, I just subtract 2 from that skill, and now I have a shotgun skill effectively of 16. You see what I mean? And the reason I bring this up is because that's the shit I had going for me. I had that pistol skill. You can have a flashlight, because we'll need one eventually. But yeah, basically what would happen is, I got to the point where I could, from the hip, fire and kill things. And what happens is, if you aim, or let me put it this way, you could aim at specific body parts, like, say, a skull shot would do 4 times damage, but you're looking at like a -7 to hit it. And I had gotten my pistol skills so fucking high that from the hip, meaning not taking time to aim, just I'm gonna shoot this thing in the skull, right? I could from the hip accurately skull shot anything. I just flat out just, oh, boom, I'm gonna shoot this thing, boom, it's dead, boom, it's dead, boom, it's dead. One shot, one kill, one bullet, one hit. That's just how Frank was. And Frank was an unstoppable juggernaut of destruction. If bullets could hurt it, Frank could kill it. That's just how it was. Oh, and remember how I said everyone had a supernatural ability? We had one guy that was a werewolf, we had, we had a guy called Shadow. Shadow was just the best thing that happened to anyone ever. Shadow was... oh, how to describe Shadow? Well, anyway, we had Shadow, who was supposed to be an actual full-on sorcerer. And then we had Frank, and Frank's thing was... we had Frank, and we also, for a short time, had my friend, who was a soldier, and they were kind of mirrors of each other. They had very similar skills. There was a lot of crossover between them. Frank's supernatural ability is that Frank never slept. He just didn't get tired. So while the rest of the party was asleep, Frank would patrol and do shit. And, oh, there we go. But yeah, that would be his job, as he would patrol and he would, oh, here we go. We're gonna make Cupid do it. Of course not. But yeah, Frank would patrol, and that also had the uh-oh, here we go. Oh, it's me. My medical went up. Okay, that's disconcerting. But yeah, one of the real perks of being Frank was the fact that Frank would... Yeah, that makes sense. Frank basically had a lot more time to do shit than everyone else. Like, at one point, I decided to up my block skill. Well, in order to block shit... Or no, parry skill, that's what it was. In order to parry shit, you needed to have, like, a melee weapon, which I accomplished by strapping a bayonet to my shotgun. I'm not even making that up. Or my personal favorite, I wanted to do... What was it? Shit, there's a word for it. Oh yeah, I wanted to get like a cape that you could parry with. Problem is, capes, as they parry, they take wear and tear, and they wear down and get damaged and shit. Unless you make one out of chainmail. Well, guess what? Because Frank didn't sleep 8 hours a fucking day, that's 8 hours I could commit to making that chainmail, and during the 2 or 3 days of downtime we had, I just did exactly that. Because every now and then we just have periods of downtime. Oh damn, the safe is open. So yeah, let's get into Shadow. Shadow was... What happens when bad luck takes human form? I mean, I could write a book about all the dumb shit that happened to Shadow, not necessarily through any fault of the players. I mean, the player wasn't exactly on the ball, but oh, a lot of things happened to poor Shadow. A lot of things. I want you to think of all the stupid shit that you've ever seen happen to a party, and realize that in Shadow's case, this all happened to one fucking character. It's just like, if anyone got injured in a fight, it would be Shadow. We actually had this teleporting clown with a fire axe, and the funny thing is... This teleporting clown was supposed to be a long-time recurring enemy. We were supposed to fight him a bit, rough him up a bit, and that would be that, you know. He would get away and all that shit. Well, he ran into Frank. Frank had a shotgun. Frank can skull shot you, and he fucking skull shot him with a shotgun for critical damage, basically 4 times damage. And there was no more clown. Seeing so many traps in action was educational, huh? Oh, okay, I guess it was. Worth it, though. You'll be fine. We've got all the medical supplies. No, we're not going to recruit the dog. We have 4 people, and I rather like our 4 people. Yeah, I believe that the source of power of a move is its name. Got any wits amongst us? Mine are good. Or rather, Veli's are good. So we're going to let Veli plan. But yeah, my personal favorite was one of the things that happened to Shadow was that, oh no. But Shadow, The teleporting clown teleported in front of him and brought the fire axe down on the guy's fucking head and skull shot him. The only thing that saved his life was the fact that we'd been in a police station and looted some riot gear. And he took a helmet. And that helmet gave him the 2 or 3 hit points left he needed to survive that shit. It basically shrugged off just enough that it wasn't a 1 kill. And then the soldier character had a skill called soldiering, which is basically a Swiss Army knife. It can do a little bit of everything. He's like, I'm going to use my soldier to first aid him. And he's like, yeah, if you crit him. And he critted him, so... Oh, okay, thanks, Cupid. Veli, we have all of the food. Why are you just laying there? You can have a food. Okay, that's weird. Oh no, we're taking that shit. Nice, thank you, Veli. Chainsaw is the best. I just want to check something real quick. I want to make sure that chainsaw is in our trunk. It is good. Fuck the cowboy rifle, going with the hunting rifle. Chainsaw good. You know what? We've got a lot of food and not a lot of medical, so we're going to do that. We've actually been really fortunate in the food department. But yeah, basically, we managed to save Shadow. Against Shadow's will. Multiple times, Shadow's player basically said, look, just let me die. And we're like, nope, you're too funny. Then there was the time that Frank accidentally more or less shot Shadow's arm off, which was a lot of fun. Then there was the time that we found this flask of water from the Fountain of Youth, and we wanted to use it on this professor to hopefully revert him to a point where it wasn't, he wasn't basically having the issue he was, the physical issue. So we tested it on Shadow. 3 of us held him down, the other one put it down his throat. Well, he got younger and lost a lot of his skills. It's just the best. It's just, there's so much stupid shit that happened to poor Shadow. Fuck it, we're just gonna hang out here and let these 2 cops do all the fighting for us. I mean, why would we do anything else? Right? But yeah, I should totally make Frank for this game. Frank did make things interesting because Frank and another character, I forget which one, but basically Frank and another character were each like 6 feet tall. And our vehicle of choice was a fucking minivan. You do that math. Working on it. Gotta get to the door first. wait. Now it's not a good time, sweetie. Scooch butt. Good kitty. Nice. I'm gonna attempt to fix it. Apparently my medical is out of the, or my mechanical's out of this goddamn world. Mechanical and skill gain. Fitness increases, mechanical, shooting, strength. I've got to spend these Zombo points at the end of this. What do you mean you're a butt, Cupid? All I saw was you're a butt. Yeah, that was worth it. Jesus Christ. 32 food? It's 8 food apiece, damn it. I've got the medical. Let's go. Oh, that was fantastic. Willow, get down! Oh, please tell me we're taking that fucking truck, that exterminator truck. Thought it was an ice cream truck at first, but it's totally an exterminator truck. Because that's a dead bug. I'm poor and from Florida. I know what a dead bug looks like. Circle around and try again. But oh yeah, back on the subject of Frank. Remember how I said Frank and the soldier were mirror images of each other? Frank's supernatural power was that he never slept, and he had another perk where he could eat damn near anything. The soldier never needed to eat, but he only slept like 4 hours a day. So yeah, they were basically mirrors of each other. That's enough, get in the car. He just stole a fucking bug buster truck. Oh, we gotta have the strength and fitness, Jim. Gotta be the Swole Patrol. Muscle Bomb Jim. I was wondering how they'd get around that. Oh, damn it, Cupid, I was gonna open that. You asshole. Wow, a broom closet with an actual broom in it. Yeah, the fucked up thing is I would have normally recorded this on a different day, you know, for my anniversary thing and just uploaded a day early or a day late. But Cupid only kicks in on today, and that was kind of the whole point of making this a Death Road video. But yeah, now that I have a job, expect my game library to swell up in a big fucking way. And, if I can find people to play with, I have the ability to buy games for friends now. So, like, I bought Clue for 2 different friends. I've bought Death Road, well, not Death Road, but I bought a couple games. I think it was, Monster Boss I bought for Veli, and so on. Alright, let's get the hell out of this place. Or not. There's still more shit to get. I wish I still had that Modern Rock CD, and the other ones in the set, because that would have been a lot of fun. That's a lot of good 80s shit on that CD. I mean, not that I exactly have a CD player anymore, but it would have at least saved me the trouble of tracking down a bunch of songs. Just wish it weren't so goddamn cold. Because I've gotta ride my bike home through this shit later. And it's gonna be worse later. Alright. A lot more medical, which means that Cupid and El Satan are gonna be fully healed. There we go. Oh, we're gonna gun it. God damn it. Double god damn it. Okay. Man, we're all fucked up now. Let's try not to get hurt. At this point, any bite is a death sentence. What phone? What phone? Shit. Gotta do a thing here. We're boned! And Veli's dead. I don't think this is winnable. Because the car keys are unreachable. Which is kinda bullshit. That's an option? Oh, cool. Okay. Sorry, Veli. Wow, I didn't know that was a fucking option. Just to keep it silly, let's go. Let's get that dog. Who knows, maybe that dog will have spectacular medical skills. Oh no, he can't shoot. He can't shoot. Oh no. He's too dumb to shoot a gun. All this ammo and he can't even use his fucking gun. That's horrible. Hell of a time to figure that out, huh? Oh God! Heals for an object when you throw shit. That's... Oh dear. Where's that fucking dog? The funny thing about the dog is that if everybody but the dog dies, the dog will learn how to drive the car. So that's fun. Jacqueline the dog. Okay. Okay, Jacqueline the dog. Let's go. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here before anything worse happens. A luchador and his dog. That's basically what we've got now. Shouldn't have done that. I had plenty of food. Oh, we're dead. Well, anyway, that was the Valentine's Day / Anniversary Day Death Road to Canada. See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.